damn!
I'll show you how it's done. Shazam!
Hey y'all, how's it going? Welcome back on Develop. Today we are reviewing Halloween Ends. Halloween Ends.
Finally, 45 years later, it's finally.
Damn! Yes, Michael Myers, not the guy who voices Shrek. He is finally dead.
Yeah.
Like officially dead. Dead.
Yeah, like between Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills, he's been through some
But
shit.
in this movie, he felt that pain. You know what I mean? This is the first time we ever see Michael Myers hurt and tossed around. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. Which makes sense, because he's an old-ass man.
Yeah,
he's an old-ass man who's been burnt and stabbed and shot, and he's been injured in so many different ways. It's like how... of course a fucking teenage kid is going to be able to kick his ass. Or like a young adult's going to be able to kick his ass.
Yeah, facts.
Like, come on.
Sorry guys, no more sequels to that. And if the sequels to that, it probably wouldn't be Michael Myers at the lead. Unless they just retcon this movie. That's the only way that's happening.
Well, what I especially like is they actually did foreshadow exactly what they did with his body. Because in the beginning of the movie, when Corey says babysitting, they're watching The Thing, and they're watching the scene from The Thing where like the guys are splitting up into different parts and shit. So it's like it's kind of like foreshadowing to this.
I think it's a metaphor. I think that's even almost like a physical metaphor of what Laurie said. Like evil just reshapes. So I don't think that's literally gonna happen, like split apart. But somebody else could take the fucking mantle.
Well, that's because and
it kind of happened in the movie.
The reason why she says why she specifically uses those words that evil reshapes is because Michael Myers has always historically been credited as the Shape.
Okay.
It's literally a pun on that, but it does make sense because it leaves the door open for hopefully a new killer or at least a new type of.
I mean, technically we did get a new killer, but he just cut short. It was kind of cut short in this movie. Kind of anticlimactic for me.
A little.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I thought he'd probably have a more explosive end, but I mean it was still fitting. You know what I mean? And part of that was kind of nothing that kind of caught me off guard that he just died like that. That kind of, which is good. You in movies like this, you wanna where that's kind of repetitive because it's in a kind of like depleting genre, you know what I mean? You want a little bit of like shock to the senses. You want something a little different, you know what I'm saying?
And this whole movie is kind of like that. This whole movie is really not what you expect.
Yeah, for sure. I was not expecting an actual well-told story with genuine like shock to the senses.
Yeah,
I did not. This definitely was subversion.
Like honestly, this is less of like a slasher movie, more of a tragic love story. If you really think about it.
Yeah, honestly, it really is. It's love story. I mean, in ways, but yeah, definitely a tragedy for sure.
Yeah, because like a big focus of this movie is the relationship that Corey and Allison have.
True.
Allison does bring out the best in Corey, but she's not able to stop Corey from becoming the monster that.
Yeah, it wasn't enough. Maybe in the beginning, but once him, Mike White shit eyes, it was over.
Yeah.
Because it is descent into descent into descent.
And that's why it's tragic, because you do see the good parts. You do see where the alternate timeline where they run off early and just became a good couple. You know.
Yeah. And he was a good kid and did nothing wrong. Yeah. Even the first two people he killed wasn't even his fault.
Yeah.
It was accidental.
It was.
You know what I mean? So it was like it's sad because he could have had a good life and these got so shitted on.
Bit by bit they tore this kid's morality apart.
They just tore him apart, and it's kind of like because even when he did something, it wasn't even his fault. You know what I mean? They kind of felt like, because people, as I said, they foreshadowed because the father of the murdered kid in the beginning was like they kind of took my pain and made it about them.
Yeah,
so resonating. That's the truth, and that's the truth of the world too. We make things about ourselves.
Exactly, and that's
not about them.
And that's honestly the thing I like the most about both Ends and Kills, because like both of these movies really make Haddonfield more of a central character in of itself, like the whole town, and like literally the whole thing that Halloween Kills was about was how like misinformation can spread. It was about how mob mentality doesn't really achieve results. It's about how it's very chaotic and good people end up getting hurt. And this extends on that with not only Corey being like becoming the monster that the mob feared him to be, but also people people really do some fucked up shit. Like people just like are very quick to shift blame and sometimes even victim blame. Like they're really just horrible people.
Yeah, make light of trauma by making fun of Corey. You don't know what that actually did for him. You're just kind of assuming his intentions. Well, you know, you weren't there, but it's obviously fucking bothering him. But they keep like hammering in, making up these sort of like almost like I'm like almost like you think you were there. Like you don't know what the fuck happened. You're just pulling shit out of your ass. Same thing with Lori, but Lori doesn't let that shit get to her as much as Corey did. You know. But, you know, I mean, I get it. It shit hurts, man. It's not okay to just say things out your ass. And it's kind of metaphor for the internet. People just say things out the ass, don't know how people feel about it. It's almost like equivalent to like cyberbullying or just other kinds of bullying, you know what I mean? So, which kind of jumpstart shit like that. Because when Joker was about that. It was like bullying and disregard for people until they fucking snap. You know what I mean? So I'm like, it's all lingering themes, all connected in a way. Yeah. And I thought this one did a beautiful job.
Like if anything, I think the scariest part about this movie is how accurately Haddonfield represents like the modern American political climate.
Yes. Oh yes. Oh my God. Yes.
I mean, there was a lot of that in Kills too, but that's really this pointed home and ends. Yep. Holy shit! That like it's just kind of chilling to see. Like I can see because like all these people really could have done so much more to stop all this from happening just by showing a little bit of compassion and understanding.
Yeah, but nobody cares about that.
No,
they're going to make shit about them.
Because they want the us versus them mentality, where we have a scapegoat, and regardless, we're a scapegoat, and we don't really care who the scapegoat is. Sometimes it's a really bad person like Michael. Sometimes it's
we make everything. We just make everything political. We make everything political. We give everything a fucking name so we can create sides. We can what fuels that mob mentality. You know what I mean? Exactly. And which is all this manipulation. Really.
And there's no regard for who's caught in the middle of it.
Yeah,
no regard. Not ever.
Yep. Yeah. In this movie, in the last movie, dealt with those subjects, and I thought that was very different, and I thought it was very smart.
It's not what I expect from a Halloween movie, but I appreciate that it's really trying to be different.
And in terms of like the three.
Yeah, but I'd say it's the best of the trilogy.
Yeah, it's the best. I think so. It's the best of the trilogy since Halloween 2018, and probably the second best of the entire franchise as a whole. Because like including every single movie made with Halloween. Because
we're talking at least 15 movies, and a lot of them are pretty crap.
So if I say out of all 15, I'll say safe to say that this last one is the second best compared to the original Halloween.
Yeah, I still think that one's probably the best.
Yeah, I mean, because the first one you can't beat the first one.
I really think people are being overly harsh this movie because how little Michael there was, of how this is like just barely a slasher movie.
Yeah, which is all terrible reasons. Just personal gripes.
Because that's all you're doing by telling me that is you're telling me that you just want the same shit over and over again.
Exactly, which is the reason why. Which is the reason why this particular subgenre is just so like panned.
We have a million Halloween movies that are just the same shit over and over.
That's why you're the reason why we get those terrible sequels that mean nothing because of you idiots. That just want to see entertainment. You guys don't care about actual storytelling. You guys are disgrace to filmmaking. I'm sorry. And you guys are crybabies. Wham.
They really can't be like, what? Like, they gave the exact same reaction to Halloween 3 just because it wasn't about serial killers, it wasn't about Michael Myers. So I'm like, it was good on its own. It wasn't like amazing, but it did its job fine. It didn't need to fucking just show Michael wasn't
because they can't separate themselves from brand, you know what I mean? They drink the Kool-Aid, and once the Kool-Aid's been drunk, they ain't undrinking it.
Yeah, like they just have this one view of the franchise, like, no, we will not let you go past this point.
Free your mind, people. But at the end of the day, so my score, I'll give this. With my overall consensus, I will give this movie a score of 85. 85, yeah. It's very solid. Yeah. Very, very, very solid movie. I'm giving this a high score.
Yeah, honestly, I was thinking mid-80s too. Just like 85, 86 maybe.
Yeah. I was going to say 86, but I don't want to be wishy-washy and give solid 85 stamp. Bang.
Go.
Put that on the screen. Boom, 85.
85
for me, and it seems like it's going to be 85 for Nick as well.
Yeah, honestly, because I can see some room for improvement here, but not like a ton.
Yeah. 85, especially for slash film, is like very, very well.
Yeah, like this is like again, like as far as slasher movies go, this was like a pleasant surprise. It was refreshing and new.
So let's have a little fun too. Let's see.
Because we already have good Halloween movies with Flash Good Kills. Like fucking 2018 and Kills already served that purpose. Do we really need a third movie that was just the same?
Yeah, Doubt made a movie by default even worse than all the other two. If it was just that, they had to reinvent the wheel. That's what you guys don't get. because it's all one connected franchise, one connected trilogy. So like, they kind of had to do it. They trying to tell a full story. So if they just made it to just another random slash movie, it'd be no different than Kills, which by default made Ends a piece of shit. You know what I mean? By default, you know what I mean? Like, because we're just seeing more of the same, which doesn't really add anything to the story. You have to add to the overall story that you're telling, and that's what they did. Sorry, you may not like. You know, if you want to say they didn't execute that the best, that's your opinion. But don't say that it sucks because of those reasons. Yeah, like because that's not good enough. Sorry.
No, the mentality that it sucks because it's different will never hold water. Yeah,
you're just a fucking crybaby. I'm sorry. That's the only thing I can get from that. Yeah. Let's have a little fun. Let's go through Rotten Tomatoes and see what some negative stuff that people are saying. Okay, Nick Shagger with the Daily Beast. So dreary this latest go around that the film's title resonates less as a guarantee than as a cruel taunt.
I guess he's just skeptical that it really is the end, which is honestly fair. It's fair to be skeptical that it's the end, because no matter how much visual proof they can give us that it's the end, this franchise has been rebooted. Like, there's like 4 fucking different Halloween timelines. Yeah. They could just easily create a 5th. Like, no, this is the real sequel to the first movie, even though the first movie already has 3 second movies.
It seems like he's gonna let outside forces just dictate.
Because like the problem with reviews like this is that he's not judging it for what it is. He's judging it from what he thinks it will be.
Exactly, later. Which is not a fair way to go. When you get into that movie, don't get into like, the shit that connect to it. No, because you're just gonna alter perspective. Yeah. Justin Chang from Film Week KPCC NPR Los Angeles, a top critic. All of this lofty thematic stuff feels very cheap and insincere because at the end of the day, this is a slasher movie and not a very tense or effective slasher movie. I'm not even gonna.
Come on!
I'm not even gonna.
You're putting the movie into a damn box it doesn't belong in.
Yep. So don't listen to Rotten Tomatoes. It's filled with a bunch of bitter ass critics.
Like, I get it. It's not like most of the Halloween movies. Doesn't have to be a bad.
And it's not a reason that a movie sucks. How you always have a top critic with an actual publication that can't give an in-depth review? You're just fucking. You're crying. You're being a crybaby almost. You know what I mean? Like, is unfairly judging this movie.
Very few of these reviews I've noticed has actually like tackled something that could have been perceived as an actual issue with the film itself. Everything here is like I'm actually seeing is literally just. It's really just a result of their hype. It's a result of their expectations. It's not a result of anything the film actually provides or doesn't provide.
Perry Nemiroff from Perry Nemiroff, YouTube top critic. Loaded with big swings and compelling ideas, they just don't belong on the path established in the 2018 film.
Why not?
Why not? Because it actually directly builds off of those things.
Yeah, it built. I mean, it might not seem to Magley, like 1-to-1 right after 2018 film, but that's because there's a whole movie in between them that does establish a lot of the things that is built up upon in Halloween Ends.
Okay, last one of the critic section. Johnny Gazimanik of Fanboys of the Universe. Halloween Ends is a cross between sloppy fan fiction and a cheap soap opera found on an obscure streaming service in the bowels of Roku's channel list. How's that for a pull quote?
That says nothing.
You sound smart, but you sound like an idiot at the same time.
It doesn't even sound smart.
It sounds smart the way you put it together.
It sounds like you want to be a smart ass, but you're not actually making a point about anything.
Exactly, but you say pretty much what I'm saying, bro. That's it for critics. I'm done wasting my breath on these clowns. Let's go into what the people are saying. So slow. Could have been way better storyline. Blah.
I mean, yeah, it's a slow movie, but slow doesn't mean bad.
I even this movie was slow. It was slow. I enjoyed every slow minute of it. Didn't come back in the end credits. Okay, that's a great review. Thank you, buddy. John K. The best part was the ending. The storyline was too slow, and I feel like it wasn't even a continuation of Halloween Kills, which was a bit of a disappointment. I mean, I was like, huh? And why for the first 3/4 of the movie?
But what do you mean it was? It actually built upon the themes established in Halloween Kills. It, like, the whole literally, like, the biggest aspect of Halloween Kills is about the town. It's about the mob mentality, and that's literally what Ends is all about. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I have to agree. What are you talking about, sir?
Did you see a different Halloween Kills than I did?
I'm pretty sure he did. He probably seen 2 minutes of it and made a judgment. Diego M. Pointless side plot with the boyfriend story in general was whack, waste of money.
That's not the side plot. That was the main plot.
That was the main plot, and it was actually integral to the story because it was the main plot. You fucking cunt. All right, I think I'm done. I'm tired of these like non-comments. So that is our review to Halloween. I mean, at the end of the video, take a look at. We're gonna have videos up of Halloween, our reactions to Halloween and Halloween Kills. So please watch those videos, run those numbers up. We had a good time. There's some fun moments in that.
Yeah.
And I promise you, I don't look disinterested or Nick. So yeah, you definitely get good commentary. You definitely get focused reactions. Yeah. So take a look.
The good videos. Watch them.
Yep. So stay tuned. Hit the noti bell for more updates and rock with us. Keep rock with us. Keep running these numbers,
folks.
I had this overwhelming urge to leave the comfort of this home, venture into that creepy forest, and probably die trying to save the world. But you're only 12! Let me do what I want, Mom!